Last night I was on Winello and I was searching at random things, and all of a sudden I see this cool knotted headband, and I was like, wow, that looks awesome. Then I looked over at the buy price when I went on the actual website, and even though it only said $5, I knew I'd have to pay shipping. And I thought, I bet I could make that. So what did I do? I Googled it. Well, had brought me to this lovely tutorial page. So I thought I'd try it out. So basically what I did was I took the first shirt, which was a gray straight no chaser shirt, which is an acapella group that had visited my dad's work. So he gave it to me, but it was a size large, so I decided to cut up the bottom and use it for this project. I took a Sharpie and I just made dots on each side of my body of where it came up to for my waist to make sure I didn't cut higher than that point. And then I did the same thing with the blue shirt, which is a Kesha shirt my dad had gotten me. It came with like her CD, also a size large, and did the same thing with the Sharpie to make sure I didn't cut higher than that. And then I took the gray shirt first, and I cut off the bottom stitching, right above the bottom stitching, because it wouldn't roll easily to make the headband. And I did that all the way around. And then I measured 2 inches, because you need 2-inch pieces of shirt. And I did constant dots all the way across the front and all the way across the back. And I cut them separately just so it would be perfectly sized strips. And then you get a strip that looks like this. Here I am just taking my ruler, lining it up with the bottom where the 2 inches are, and then just doing a little dot. That way when you cut across, you can just connect the dots. And I'm going to do it all the way around. And now I'm going to flip the shirt over and do the same thing here. And just make the dots and just drag it along. Oops, and make the dots. So what I purposely did when I made the dots is that I did one right along the edge. See, you can kind of see that right there on the edge, and then I did the same thing with a really, really tiny dot there. And the reason for that was that it would equal up, so I could easily just go like that to make an easy cut. So it goes perfectly aligned with both sides. But now I'm gonna spread the shirt open and start cutting just along the sides, because sometimes the dots and the length aren't equal. But yeah, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to do this 4 times. So if you open up your scissors as wide as you can kind of just get like a bigger cut, or you can just go really fast to get it done, because it really hurts your hands after a while. Now I already did mine to make sure it would work, so I'm just going to use smaller pieces so you get the idea. Basically, you take your one piece, and you're going to take the right strip and fold it, make a little loop, and make sure the right's on top. Then you're going to take your other piece and do yet another loop. But make sure that this blue piece that was on top here also goes on top here. And you're going to take this side and put it underneath that loop. And then you're going to take this and go over the blue, under the gray, and over the blue. And you have your basic knot. And you just have to slightly pull them one at a time to make sure that you get your knot. When you do them with 2, it looks better because it's thicker and you have thicker loops. You also get 2 little cool things. And then with mine, I actually, instead of hot gluing it like some people say, I took a piece of the Kesha shirt and I sewed all 4 pieces here, sewed all 4 pieces here, and then I took a little piece of the shirt, wrapped it around, and sewed it together so it would stay. That way it stays longer, the glue doesn't stick to you, and it all works out. And boom, you got yourself a knotted headband.